Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Twilight Survivors. It is a fairly traditional Vampire Survivors style bullet heaven, but with, I'm gonna say, a higher production value. I mean, they've got this actually really nice 3D style, ton of different characters to play with, decent chunk of meta progression, lore, which I largely don't care about admittedly, but you actually have to complete like various quests to be able to rank your characters up, which means that it is both a lot of work to actually get places with this game, but also kind of rewarding in its own way. Also, the characters are fairly different. So this guy is a rolling durian ball, standard anime swordsman, robot, dog ninja, little girl with a big hammer. And there's a bunch of other characters. A lot of them, I think, lean a little bit more towards waifu, but obviously not all of them. I very much assuming this was somewhat designed to appeal to a certain audience. Luckily, they also designed the game to appeal to a certain audience of rolling durian ball dudes, which, yes, I'm very happy about that kind of design decision. Okay, explosive trap, no. Dash limit. Dash limit could be interesting. I'm going to banish the explosive trap for the time being. Eats the level up. Sonic waves on both sides to damage enemies. Ratchet disc. Let's go with that one. So that gives me a spinning move. Pickup radius actually is pretty good. Yeah, I'll snag that. Okay, compressed air to unleash. There might also be... Oh, there might also be an evolution at the bottom of each of these. Wait, can I actually just stack a shit ton of stuff? Oh, maybe I can. Okay, so this has a synergy... So this has a synergy with one of the abilities. I see. It's been a while since I last played this. It came out back in April. And... rotating shields around you, blocking incoming projectiles, damaging enemies, knocking them back. Seems like there's actually a ton of slots, so I guess I can just do whatever. My entire goal with this is to turn this guy into the biggest possible wrecking ball. As what I'm gonna do, probably, hopefully, and then we'll try other characters and see how it goes. But yeah, it came out back in April and had a major update last December. And I figured, it's a good time for me to give it a shot. Booster Stone, Area of Effect bonus. Sure. Let's see. Did I actually pick this one up? No. We could go crit chance. Yeah, no, let's try this. I just want to center most of my abilities around my character. So, damage interval, but that's a music thing. Let's see, dash limit. Do any of these scale with any of the ones I'm specifically working with? This scales with gun? I don't know if we need cooldown, though. Cooldown is good. I'll snag it. Because it seems like there's no enemy, or there's no upper limit. Okay, we want to grab the red potions. Let's see. Do we go for the coin pouch? I might as well. We're going to need the meta progression currency anyway. Okay, ratchet disc, booster stone for further AoE. I don't know what's required for me to get an evolution here. I'll also say I think we might be on too easy of a difficulty, but we'll make that work. We're also leveling extremely fast. Like, I don't know what level I'm at the moment. Yeah, I don't know what level I'm at the moment, but it feels like I'm leveling every 10 seconds, which is usually too much, too fast, but on the flip side, oh well. Okay, so I am actually taking damage being close to that thing, so I probably shouldn't do that. Let's just max out Booster Stone, get that done. Let's see, so what was I going to say about functionally anything? I don't know. I'm always kind of out of sorts whenever I play a game that I've played before. I actually have a lot of trouble doing commentary over games that are too quiet. Let's see. Always bugs me, I don't know why. Okay, do we want to just keep going coin pouch? Keep focusing on those ratchet discs for the time being. What was I going to say? I'm always a little out of sorts when I play a game that I've already played before because it throws me off super hard. It's like, oh, right, I actually need to both kind of remind myself how to play, but then also reintroduce it. When I'm playing something for the first time, I can react and like, oh yeah, this is how this works, this is how this works. When it's something I've played before, it's kind of this odd feeling of like, I already know how this works, and now it's just like, oh yeah, that's how that works. I don't know how to describe it and why this is significant for me, but it always throws me off. If it's a game that I've got like a good flow for, it's not bad. But if it's something that I'm like only lightly familiar with, so like, I know going back to Slay the Spire, there's almost no refamiliarization required. But other games definitely takes more effort. I'm gonna keep going for this pickup radius considering. And we need to grab as many, oh, do we have 2 bosses? We need to grab as many of the red potions as we possibly can. This character will not rank up until I've collected 30 of them. Which is a little unfortunate for me. Okay, do we want to max out Ratchet Disc? Sure. You don't know how much HP this boss has. Oh, well, that's it. What? Okay, I guess we just collect all, so it's your standard treasure chest, nothing fancy. Golden Radiance, damage interval goes down. So maybe cooldown speed on that. Cooldown speed is what determines that. I have no idea. Oh, sick. I just remembered. There's actually things I can do here. There's a map to explore. Go for the pickup radius for the time being, and yeah, let's see what we've got in the area. Do we have another boss? Well, the thing is, I mean, I guess there's a reason to fight the bosses. And I absolutely should. Also just realized this has controller vibration. I guess I could play this with the controller. Okay, defense. I'm just going to keep going for the pickup radius. Reason being mostly boils down to, yeah, let's kill a couple of these guys. Yeah, did we kill the charge hog? I have no idea, actually. Yeah, I'm taking some damage from proximity to this guy. I swear there's a way to see how much HP he had. Oh, dang. That golden radius is actually quite good. Yeah, can you just leave a boss alone? Maybe. Well, we're pretty close to this shrine. Let's go pop it open. Whatever it is. Temporary buffs. The hidden interdimensional garden has twinkling fairies flitting around flower beds. When you pluck a flower, you realize a magical force has been channeled into you. So, level 5 fountain, 4 movement speed. I don't need the max HP or anything, so let's just go with the fountain for some bonus damage. Yeah, I might have killed the pig and it just died off camera. Oops. Maybe it'll show up on the map. Oh, there's the pig. It just took a while for it to find me, I suppose. Okay, generates a golden... Oh, so this is the completed version. Generates a golden glow around you, slows down enemies, turning them into money if they're defeated. Yarsh. Okay, and we also get upgrade to wizardom. Yeah, so the one problem is the golden glow might not do as much damage, but so be it. Yeah, the problem is I don't know if that does a whole lot of damage to the pig. I don't even know if I can damage the pig. No, he's taken damage. I just thought the boss was supposed to be it. So we've got another fairy garden and mage tower. I guess we might as well kind of go for each of those. Let's see. Keep going coin bonus in retrospect. Warning, another boss. Well, considering they teleport to me, let's actually blitz. Oh right, I can dash. Because it feels like the leveling is slowed down anyway, so I might as well kind of blitz for things somewhat quickly. Because yeah, I might as well see what the wizard tower is all about. And if I can interact with it. Get skill. Usually the best time to visit a mage tower is when the owner is away. Fortunately, your host has turned out to be an accommodating and hospitable wizard. Oh, so it just gives me another thing. All damage interval reduced. I guess I'll go for the damage interval, just because that's actually useful for my aura. And a couple other things. Yeah, do I just hang out and just mulch the boss? I suppose I can. I don't know what its, like, deal is. It feels like I've broken it. I mean, it's kind of convenient, though. I can just hang out here and just... I don't think you're supposed to be able to bully the boss to this, but whatever. I'm just gonna march this beetle away. Let's see. So where am I going, by the way? I should probably take a look at that. We're getting kind of close. Okay, that's enough screwing around. That's a lot of enemies, excuse me. Hold up, I need to delete most of you from existence. Need money. Okay, keep maxing this out. We still haven't found the, like, fence barricade looking thing. That will evolve that one. I do wonder... It doesn't seem like there's an upper limit to how many abilities it can hold. But we're not being offered new ones. Permanent rotating shields around you. Yarsh. Oh, there's a magnet. More upgrades to everything. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna go kind of fast. Whatever that chargy pig was... Oh boy. Yeah, whatever that chargy pig was... Either wasn't... I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the final boss, actually. It is the Relancer. Oh, you know what I should do? Actually just select the fairy garden, because it tells me exactly where it is. Let's get the wizard drum up. Get another of these. So, temporary get multi-air blast, or boomerang dagger, or projectile speed. Let's do super weapon multi-air blast. Oh. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, head for the secret shop, head for the secret shop. Because yeah, there's more I could do. I don't know what this is. This might be a magnet, actually. But I might as well check out the shops. I am absolutely loaded. Can buy kind of anything. Everything? And then we can just focus on killing. Unless we need more money for the shop. It's entirely possible. Get a weapon. Air blast, chain lightning. Fireball. We don't have any of these. Details doesn't really show anything. I don't know. Let's do air blast, seeing as we've got the super version of it and it seems kind of fun. So the secret shop doesn't actually involve spending money, so money is probably just meta progression or something. I don't know. Once again, it's one of those where it's like, do I remember? Not really. Some games stick in my memory a lot better than others. And I always feel kind of bad about that, but it's like when you play this many games all the time. Oh, fountain. It is very easy to lose track of some of them. Soul Sonata. Ooh. Is this the evolved version of the drum? So I guess we did find the requisite item for it. When you play 1 to 2 new games per day, it just gets progressively harder to keep track of like all the different releases and games and things that you should know about them but don't. Like so some of them I'm thinking like Dark Souls. I think I would be able to remember a considerable amount of playing through Dark Souls 1. I've done it multiple times. The DLC, maybe not so much so. But the actual, like, base game, yeah, I think I'd know my way around pretty well. and know where most of the secrets and other goodies are going to be. Let's see. Keep working on Fountain, because I know we have the evolution item for that one. Anyway, we have nothing else on the map, so I can just kind of run around and do whatever. This is a bomb, I'm pretty sure. Yarsh. Yeah, let's kill the weird bomb goblin. The depressed-looking bomb goblin. But yeah, I think I've only ever done Dark Souls 1's DLC once. I think part of the problem I was... No, once? Yeah. I think part of the problem I ran into with it was that I also had to, like, sprint through a considerable portion of it because we kept getting griefed. There were lots of people coming after us and it was annoying. So, we just never bothered... Wow, we were just ruining things. I just never bothered to actually, like, learn and explore the area because I was playing multiplayer. Luckily, they've been, working on seamless... Like, people have been making seamless co-op mods for, like, a lot of Souls-likes. So I think it's in Dark Souls... It's in Elden Ring, Dark Souls 1, and... Oh, no, the pig was actually just, like, a regular boss. Fair enough. Okay, and you just can't go outside the red zone. Well, that's fine. Oh no, whatever will I do? You doing an AoE? I mean, there's a possibility this guy poses a risk to me. I don't know. I certainly don't feel like I'm taking any damage from him. Okay, that hurt a smidge. I'll have to try a character that is much more built for gun. After this. That can... Oh no, we do have some regens. I really don't have to worry too much unless I take a ton of damage here. Wish there were more enemies to fight. Well, I mean, he's got shadow clones. That's maybe something. Let's see. But yeah, for a lot of other, like, games, bullet heavens, and... I mean, games in general, but especially bullet heavens, the ones that end up in the, like, slightly more generic level, yeah, it doesn't really stick in my memory in the same way that, like, Death Must Die does. I do feel like this guy does maybe a bit too much damage. Oh, right. I think I'm invulnerable when I've got that big shield up. Yeah, so I can actually just sit on top of him, harming him. The main problem is when it goes away. However, my cooldown on it is extremely short. So, yeah, I can just, Damn. Oh, no, something hit me there. Oh, it's those guys. Huh. So does the boss just not do... The boss just doesn't do contact damage. And I seem to be immune to projectiles when I've got the shield up. Alright, I'm just gonna... stay on the outskirts for a bit. I don't think I can kill the shadow clones, but at least I can wait for my regen to heal me back up. Oh, Boar King has showed up. Okay, I guess the Boar King is now the boss. I mean, I suppose. I think the problem with that is I wish the Boar King had showed up much earlier. Okay, so that actually does hurt. Mainly from the perspective of, now I feel like I wasted my time fighting the goblin. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna hang out in the back. If he's doing that, I'm just gonna stay away from him. This is not worth it. Looks like he summoned a bunch of boar buddies. Okay, I might be able to kill him. I do kind of prefer it when the Bullet Heaven boss fight still has regular enemies to fight, so you can level up further. But I guess since this one has pretty strong upper limits on like what levels you can get or what things you can level up, I don't think it's really worth it. Right. We don't want to be him when he's doing the stompy. Because that just automatically does damage to me. Okay. So I wonder if the white is actually just like a shield on me. That's probably it. Maybe? It seems to oscillate between... Let's see, it seems to oscillate between kind of full and then not. I don't entirely get the logic. Yeah, the problem is the boss has a massive health bar, and so much of this is slightly the fault of me just having being a wrecking ball rather than an actual damage dealer. And so that means that actually taking the boss out takes a long time. Way more than it should, honestly. I don't know. I'm always a sucker for... Sucker? I'm always a proponent of having bosses being deadly, but not just resorting to attrition. This thing is, like, leagues tougher than anything else I've run into so far, and so I just kind of feel like, yep, I'm just here. Now, if I was still leveling up or gaining resources or something, now that's fine. But, you know, victory is largely assured as long as I don't mess up here. It's just mostly a matter of, like, killing time until that happens. That actually feels kind of rough. We'll have to try one of the other characters, is the easy answer. It does not help that he's got this, like, big AoE that effectively forces me to not be near him. And, like, it's manageable. I'm not too bothered by any of these things, and there are plenty of opportunities for me to do damage to him. Is just slow. And if we want to talk Dark Souls, I think that was one thing that always got to me with some of the fights, is that I'd master them, but I just didn't have the patience or the... I don't want to say endurance. It was the something, but some of the fights it would definitely last maybe just like a minute or two too long. But maybe I also just wasn't that... Well, I don't know. Maybe I should go back and play some more Dark Souls and see if that's still the case. I've certainly been itching for it. My problem is I love playing Dark Souls in co-op. I don't like playing any of the Souls games solo. It's just way more fun with friends. There he goes, finally. That took some doing. We get currency. We get a card? This one. Lucky Cat coin bonus. Now what? Return to camp. Okay. Not as... Yeah, boss defeat time, 5 minutes. Not great. Enemies defeated. Oh, I guess I was running around. Collect and equip the magical cards during your adventures to aid you in your quest. You can play with friends during your free time. Went card shop. What? Okay, so we've unlocked a fair bit of things, actually. New character, and a bunch of money. So achievements, we can also collect these. So we get Will of the Slime King, Frog King, Stone Giant, and Boar King. Okay, get some more money. Progress. We've cleared that region. And we get Quent card, got that character, cool. Okay, there's also the archives, we're gonna leave that for later. So how do we equip card? Ah, that's how I equip cards. So if I check this, yeah, now we got a bunch of them. So, coin bonus, bonus attack, less damage taken, reduce cooldown, bonus to all stats. Splash damage in a 360-degree radius, 3 times at regular intervals. Armor at periodic intervals to block incoming projectiles and chance to create a poison pool. I think I might just go for the pigeon soup for now. We could actually spend some money and get another slot. But first, I don't know, do we want to take a look at her? I guess first and foremost, we want to reset all talents. Gets me even more money. Reason being, I can carry that money over to a different character. This really does remind me of Temtem Swarm. Okay, so the question is, if I check this guy's lore, I can't rank him up and gain access to the rest of his talent tree down here until after I've picked up 11 more potions with him, which is a little unfortunate. Okay, so I wanted to take a look at him. Protective barrier and shield, it absorbs damage during the protective barrier defense is up. Okay. So she also has dash forward, archer, high movement speed, enhanced projectiles. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Oh, probably better with a controller. That's a scatter shot and split shot. Now, it looks like I'm gonna have to complete a quest before I can actually do any of these. Well, so be it. Actually means I've got plenty of money to put into cards then. Oh, nope, that's not what we want. What I want to do is this. Sure. Okay, so we want pigeon soup. We want... Let's do beast form and broken wings for now. Those are nice and basic. Okay, so... Start? Yeah, let's see what happens. Snowy Foothills. 15 minutes, so this is going to be a little longer. Let's see if this character is actually primed for it. We might get wrecked, but so be it. Oh, actually, before I do anything, what is my quest? So, lore. Clear level and defeat goblin wizards. Oh. Okay. I mean... I could try it. Huh. Those were longer. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna do Quaking Earth. That should give me the 50 goblins. And should be extremely quick. Okay, so what do we want to do? Ice shards? We want to go for hard projectiles. So sure. All projectile flight speed up. Yarp. Right. Oh. No event markers in this location. You know, honestly, they weren't that important. Oh, I should have maybe grabbed that one that boosts the rocket. Okay, fireball. I mean, is a targeted projectile. I'm just gonna have to make sure I grab all the requisite abilities. Oh, at least this is extremely easy. So, it is a projectile. You gotta appreciate a hilariously giant rocket. Okay, so flight speed. We do have the ratchet disc, which actually doesn't count as a projectile. So I think I'll skip it for now. What is this thing? Oh, it just has a dinosaur plushie. Sure. Why not? Bottled lightning gives us some crit chance. Yeah, I'm still kind of focused on potentially min-maxing. Yeah, no event markers in the area, because this is just kind of the upper limit on it. I'm just hoping it gives me what I'm actually looking for to get the evolutions. And mostly just projectiles. Really focus fire on those. Now, none of you are goblin wizards yet. I don't think. Unless those are goblin wizards. They might be. The problem is I'm not letting them live long enough. Oh, so chain lightning is a projectile. Sure. That makes my life easy. Yeah, those could be wizards. They got staves, but they're not casting anything. But they're also not living long enough to cast anything. They could just be regular goblins coming to club me. One way or another, hopefully we will fight 50 goblins, goblin wizards over the course of this singular run. So we do want bottled lightning. As that's going to be helpful. Okay. So what do we even talk about? One problem I have with a lot of traditional bullet heavens, especially the slower ones or the ones that don't involve tremendous amounts of like decision making. You know, I have to make decisions when I level up, but there's no like exploration or discovery. It's mostly, I mean, at this point I'm mostly just going full hunter killer, trying to find as many things to possibly shoot as I can. Okay, so we do want the Power Stone. That gives us a little bit more damage. Let's see. But, you know, often for a lot of these games, they kind of end up in this weird zen state where it's just like, I don't really need to talk about this. It's just kind of playing itself and I'm just present. We haven't tried the phase boots. We did just unlock them, sure. I figured the phase boots might go with the ice things, and if they don't, so be it. We don't have the pickup radius, or maybe we don't need it. Okay, that is most assuredly not a wizard. I'm gonna banish that one, because we do not need it. Sir, can you bring your wizard friends? Wow, that was fast. Okay, grab Temporal Shroud. Get some more Chain Lightning. Alright. And that should be functionally a full build here. We have all of the projectiles we could possibly ask for. I really like watching the Chain Lightning bounce, as it just, like, evaporates every enemy. Yeah, the other thing that's getting to me at the moment is I'm just a little hungry. I don't know. This probably isn't like that unusual, but I'm one of those people that like cannot handle being hungry. It bugs me to no end. It distracts me, even if it's just like a little bit of that gnawing hunger where it's like, yeah, I haven't eaten in like 5 hours and I could probably use some food. Like, I know 5 hours is kind of meaningless. Some people really do, you know, tough it out for 8-10 hours or longer. Like, my friend Avak every once in a while talks about how, yeah, little he eats, where he just oscillates between feast and famine, and it's just like, I don't know if I could do that. I like food too much. Especially because I have, like, tons of ingredients just sitting in my fridge that I could cobble together into something. gotten into making bowls, you know, just the bed of grains, bunch of vegetables, and like maybe a bit of protein. Oh, I gotta open up my beans. That's what my bowls have been missing. But I've taken to making those recently because they're so easy to make and extremely filling. My one problem I have with a lot of food is that, like, I don't know if it's just my own personal biology or what, but there's a lot of food that I will eat and be like, man, I'm still hungry. I wish I had more food, but not that food. Okay, exploding ice shards at enemies. So I was right. We did get the evolution for it. Because yeah, scales with the phase boots. I figured it didn't seem like it would scale with anything else. Let's see. Yeah, keep going for the fireball, because I think I can have every single one of my abilities evolve here. Oh, I should have checked. I bet actually would have been more obvious. Or I bet I can actually look up where goblin mages spawn. Well, if that's the case, we can always come back and fight them, or I can try a different character. We will see. I do have to say I like the evolutions in this game. But yeah, just with food and hunger and everything, it just I don't want to say drives me a smidge batty. Continuously launches fireballs at the nearest enemy. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think my last build was just extremely weak. Durable as heck, but extremely weak. This one, on the other hand, is about as strong as I can possibly manage it. Yeah, I like the aesthetics on this. Like, how to describe it? It's interesting playing all the different bullet heavens and the schools of aesthetic style, I guess I would say. So, you have your kind of standard Vampire Survivors, graphics don't mean jack, you know, as long as the game is good, it doesn't matter. Then there's the, I'm gonna say kind of the more modern, low poly / like cartoony style, which this very much falls under. And those tend to be perceived as like higher production value, so which bullet heaven did I play recently where I was talking about this? I mean, Soulstone Survivors is probably a good example, but honestly, this one matches it. I think the only immediate problem I'm going to have with this one mostly boils down to the fact that it doesn't really do much to stand out from Vampire Survivors apart from its aesthetic. And this is a problem I have with, like, a lot of bullet heavens, to be entirely honest. Like, there's a lot of really unambitious bullet heavens that are just like, hey, that worked, let's do it again. Somebody reminded me that, like, that's just cargo cults logic. Effectively, during, was it World War II? Americans and everyone would just bring in supply, or, you know, all of the different countries' militaries had bases in not the most settled, or at least not the most civilized areas, so you'd have like a lot of tribes being near armies and army bases and whatnot, and these armies and army bases would be bringing supplies in and potentially trading with the locals to you know, do a bunch of different things, you know, obtain goods and services, that kind of stuff. I don't know the full history of it, but you know, in the aftermath of World War II, all of these military groups pulled out, leaving these you know, natives to go back to whatever their lives had been pre-war, which was a problem because a lot of them had become pretty maybe not reliant, but at least used to having access to American or Western goods. And so they ended up, as far as I know, trying to recreate bases out of like wood and other things to try and get these military groups to come back to trade with them and give them cool things. And like, I'm sure I'm butchering this. I'm sure there's probably a better way of describing any and all of this. But, you know, effectively for these poor people, they were trying their hardest to recreate something that was successful before, without actually really understanding the core logic behind it. He vaporized. Fires one massive laser beam in a direction. And split shot. So that's all of my abilities now have proper evolutions. I think the laser beam is actually the giant rocket. Let's see. Oh, I guess if I max out. Oh, I've more or less maxed out all of my abilities, so it's not that big of a deal. And so, I've definitely been feeling that this is the case from a lot of games lately. Especially in popular genres, Dark Souls, roguelike deck builders, roguelikes in general, but especially roguelike deck builders, and Bullet Heavens, where it's just like, hey, we're just going to do the exact same thing that Vampire Survivors did, Slay the Spire did, Dark Souls did. Well, that didn't work out for him. And we're going to do so kind of unquestioningly and uncritically. Oh, am I here for another 5 minutes? Weirdly enough, this is one of those that, like, because you cap out so early, a longer run actually just feels bad. Because yeah, I barely have anything left. Almost all of my abilities are maxed out. Definitely leveling a lot slower. I think maybe also higher difficulties make you level a little quicker. We'll see. But so this uncritical... do I want to go movement speed? Sure. This uncritical recreation of something that was successful before, especially within gaming, kind of creates this like weird army of... I'm not going to say bland clones exactly, but it's... I enjoy seeing the creativity and ingenuity of developers trying to tweak formulas and do interesting things. Like, it's really cool when somebody takes a genre that was otherwise stagnant and then, you know, revitalizes it in some meaningful fashion. And I don't know what happens if I level up at this point. And so I will always, you know, get really excited when... What's a good example of something? Oh, Witch Hand is kind of an okay example of this. It is a game that looked at Cultist Simulator and Stacklands and said, yeah, I can do that, but I'm going to do my own thing with it. And so, well, a lot of its like core gameplay mechanics are unapologetically Stacklands. It still works reasonably well. Oh, there's the boss. I guess I should snag that. Okay. So let's just do... Oop. There we go. Yeah, so now whenever I level up, I just gain coins. Which is good, and holy shit, he died so fast. Get lasered, I guess. Well, we get some achievements at the very least, and nice A rank. Did not get as many coins as we could have, did not defeat enough enemies. Spawn more enemies, thank you! Maybe there's ways that I can do that. It's fine. So we get Ice Blast, Split Shot, gets money. What are the new achievements I got? So, pick up Vortex Rings. And it's just the 2 super weapons. Okay, so nothing... I didn't unlock anything new. However, didn't defeat a single Goblin Wizard. Let me check archives. Where are Goblin Wizards? Refugee site, cursed land, and Goblin's End. Oh. So literally the one level I didn't do. Let's take a look at this guy. When does he level up? Yeah, the problem is I want to check the new region. Complete an event. Clear level cursed land as Ember Fire. Okay, well, talents. Let's just reset all. I want to try the robot. His is nice and clear, too. Okay, talents. Because all I have to do is cursed land. The pickup radius, extra experience, good chance area, some cooldown reduction per minute. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So moving or deployed. So he has two different modes. Which potentially makes him... Okay. So it wants me to clear this one. It's a 15-minute run. That's fine. Okay. So, geez, what else are we going to do with this guy? I think we're going to wait. Let's take a look at the map. So we've got two shops. We've got those. Mage towers give you skills. These give extra attacks. The fairies give a bonus, but I don't think it really matters. So instead, I'm just going to plunk myself right here. Oh, weapon and upgrade combos. That's actually really helpful to look at. So we need a ring for this one. There's a bomb. There's a number of these that I actually don't think I recognize having grabbed before. Yeah, we'll just make it work. Okay, so the drum that we got earlier increases AoE. This is technically an AoE weapon. I could do it. I think I want to stay away from the giant rocket, though. So yeah, let's go for an AoE build. And now I'm just going to leave myself deployed here, which unfortunately makes it even less interesting. It is so interesting, kind of within my own personal game preference. It almost feels like one of my main goals is to play games where one of the primary driving forces is to make the game boring through my own actions, because that renders it satisfying in some way, shape, or form. I don't like it when games force me to be bored. I like it when I myself force myself to be bored, because then it kind of feels like I've earned it, so I can finally relax. I think that's it, kind of. That on a personal level, off camera, well, on and off camera, I'm a bit of a workaholic. This shouldn't be, like, terribly surprising. Let's actually look around for just a smidge. Okay, targeted and splash. Not AoE, though. But I think I'm going to grab it anyway, because I bet it is affected. Ratchet Disc is an AoE. Sure, and we still haven't found the evolution for it. So we have Explosive Trap, which we also haven't found the evolution for. But maybe we don't have... I think I'm going to just stick with what I've got for the moment. There's the Spatial Ring. There's the War Drum. Okay. So, need a clock. Just trying to look at some of these, if there's any kind of indication as to what I've got. Nope. Yeah, Fireballs maybe could work with the whole AoE thing. I know Golden Radiance and Protective Shields. Well, no. Golden Radiance is probably an AoE. Okay, Magical Stopwatch reduces cooldowns. Poisonous Blade works with Air Blast, which would be very good. But since I've already got this one unlocked, it's the one we want. Let's see. What was I gonna say with any of these things? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of, like, games where you kind of want to render it boring. I mean, like factory automation sims, incremental games, kind of, sort of. There are very few games, I think, that can really pull off the "this is satisfyingly boring" approach. I think I'll just hold on to the ratchet disc and just look for an unaccompanied passive. And then if I can get the landmines as well, one of those has to be paired with a passive. There's just a potential that I haven't actually picked it up yet. Or picked it up, I haven't unlocked it yet. Oh, enemy projectiles are destroyed by my own. That's actually useful to note. We have boomerang dagger. Now I think I just re-roll these. Do I actually get more re-rolls than I think? Maybe. Let's see. Nope, we don't get any more. I was hoping that we'd recharge or something, but it looks like that's not the case. I actually really like it when these games give you rerolls and banishes as, like, loot. That can feel really satisfying. I think I'm gonna stay here until the boss shows up? Nah. Okay, keep going for this. Magical stopwatch. I mean, I could grab the explosive trap. Damage over time and... Okay, so the one problem with the hot loop is it increases the damage interval of things, which is for damage over time abilities. So I don't actually think it's going to be that good. Ow. Okay, I guess I should actually take this guy somewhat seriously. Yeah, there is the explosive trap. That is a decent option. Yeah, there's Golden Radiance, which I could also do. Like, I know a number of these would actually work with the AoE build. I just don't want to do the exact same build that I did with the Durian guy. And it feels like a lot of these do kind of end up in that territory. Ideally, I'd like more things that are kind of targeted. Though, who knows what kind of boss we're up against. And, like, I could go for the Charm of Speed, but that projectile's only going to help a couple of things. Okay, we get Whale's Devour. Well, we get a bunch of stuff off of that. Okay, more for the War Drum. And yeah, I'll just grab this. We'll have plenty of opportunities. Increase area of effect. And then yeah, let's just plonk ourselves down and just go back to blasting things into oblivion. And so like in this case, I don't know if it really fully feels satisfying putting myself here and just decimating anything that comes even remotely close. I'd have to put some more time into it. I think it's one of those where, like, I think it's mostly fine. I think it also helps that, or when I am doing running commentary, as long as I kind of know what I'm doing. I think to go back to the hunger thing, the reason why that messes it up is because then my internal monologue, which does not always line up with my commentary, if I ever seem overly distractible or distracted, that's a significant part of why I can be distractible or distracted, is that, you know, if my internal monologue does not match up with my my actual, like, spoken monologue, the two become disconnected, and then I'm effectively being torn between 3 different things at least, if not more so. It's really bad when I'm, like, upset about something. How much damage did that do? Not enough for to really get me to move. As silly as that sounds. Yeah, it's especially bad when I'm, like, depressed about something, or something is bothering me. And I'm hungry. And I'm playing a game that I have to actually kind of pay attention to. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna grab the explosive trap. I was gonna do other things, but we do actually have a couple of things that I could maybe do. Well, on the plus side, my AoEs are satisfyingly huge. Okay. So I think at this point, let's start heading for... actually, the secret shops. So the reason why we can go to the secret shops now is because they let me pick up a weapon beyond my normal capacity. Ow. Thought I was going to be able to go around him. So normally the max slots is 5, but this potentially lets me go up to 6, and then 7. Which is quite useful. I wonder if there's an evolution that actually combines 2 offensive weapons. Maybe. Longsword or hammer? I'm gonna banish steel armor. That's the easier answer. I'm gonna keep deferring these choices until I know what my next weapon is, if I can manage it. It might force me. Okay, so now we've got the Sonata, which confuses enemies. Okay, keep going ratchet disc. And here we go. Get a weapon. I guess I'll do Holy Loop. Okay, so that means we need the powder. Alchemy powder. There we go. Guess I'm just gonna gun him down. There we go. Grab that. Might as well grab the cards. A lot of upgrades for the Holy Loop. Okay. I want to grab the Poisonous Blade, probably. Oof, I am slow. Yeah, maybe we just do that anyway and just hope we get the Wind Blade. See, I'm running out of potential levels to use here. And yeah, my pickup radius is huge, so it's kind of working against me. Because I can't defer these levels up. I actually really like it when a Bullet Heaven lets you choose when. That always feels quite good to me, actually. Because that way you can say, like, I don't have the prerequisite done. Let me wait. Let's see. I mean, it's fine. We're already, like, just destroying everything in our path. It doesn't matter that deeply. Oh, hold up. This guy needs to die, though. And I do still have things like the explosive trap, which has not been maxed out. Though, we're getting there. And who knows? Maybe the explosive trap or the blades do actually evolve, that some passives can actually have multiple actives associated with them. I feel like that could actually get a little busted in its own right. Okay, I think we're pretty close. Yeah, there it is. What weapon do we get? Please be, dang. I guess I'll grab the boomerang dagger. I haven't seen it in action today, so I might as well use it. Okay, so now I've got space for one more passive. And then the potential to get one more beyond that. Okay, so that's hurt. That hurts. Oh, it's dead. It hurts, but I kill. Oh, longsword pairs with the dagger. Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, bonus damage is actually pretty good. So in that case, we have everything functionally maxed out. Now it's just a matter of leveling it up the rest of the way. Oh, cool. Actually tells me there's another magnet ring up there. I'll leave it for now. It's probably too late, to be honest, but whatever. Are those the landmines go? Oh my gosh. Oh, wait, ratchet bomb. Throws flying discs that revolve around you as they fly outward. Also places a bomb at your feet every time you move a certain distance. I was right! So you need both of those. There is no passive associated with them. It's actually the, it's two actives that need to be paired together. So in that case, I'm going to be rolling with what? 6? 6 kind of, 6.5? It's kind of a goofy evolution considering it's just, hey, do both of these active moves in one, but better. I'll take it. Where am I going? I've missed. I don't think I'm going to bother going for the fairy bottle. There's not really much reason for me to do so. Alright, so we can get another passive for some reason. Which do we want? Probably just HP regen. Alright. Then I'm going to go over here. We've got at least one more boss that's going to show up before the final boss. I'm going to park myself here and just get to shooting. It is a satisfying game. And like I said, like the production values, the 3D cartoony style really does kind of give it that feeling of like, yeah, this just feels better. It feels better than, say, Vampire Survivors on an aesthetic level. I don't think on a functional level it's any superior, but I like looking at this. And this makes the little lizard brain happy compared to Pixel Mash. Pixel Mash can look really good sometimes too, but not often. I'm usually much more of a like, okay, permanent flying daggers rebound upon contact with the edge of the screen. Oh, sick. So yeah, that doesn't scale with any of my AoE bonuses, but that's fine. Supposedly there's like bomb abilities and a bunch of other stuff. Oh, but the bomb and hammer and a couple of those probably are primary weapons for different characters, which is why you can't access them without unlocking them somehow. That's got to be it. Well, you can find the ring for this gun, even though you can't find the gun. Kind of. Alright. Well, luckily the pig hasn't decided to run me over yet. I could just sit here and wait. Let's see if the boss dies before it reaches me. Oh, never mind. He needs to die first. Okay, a couple levels for that. Some more regen. Did I kill the boss over here too? I did. Alright. Grab the magnet. All right, and then we can just kind of hang out because at this point, nothing can threaten us. Now we just wait for the boss to spawn and then we're all good. Let's see. Okay, set priority. Priority on. And get coin. So hopefully at this point now it's just going to automatically give me coins every time I level up. Not that I'm really expecting to level up too much more at this point. Vampire Survivors, like I'm going to keep comparing these two just because it's inevitable. I will say Vampire Survivors, like the final couple minutes, we're just leveling up tons and getting a ton of cash out of it. Do you feel like this would benefit from that? Like once you've hit this stage where you're getting small amounts of cash for leveling, I actually feel that like you should be able to level up even faster to facilitate, you know, fast cash grinding and other stuff. Maybe. I don't know how much it actually is necessary. Because it still feels like we're getting tons of meta progression currency and I'm still on Act 1. You know, once I've unlocked some upgrades on these characters, then it'll be a little bit more valuable for me to move up. And that's probably where I will get even more currency. But currently I have no place to really use it except for a really expensive card slot. And I guess unlocking more cards in general. Okay, I'm going to leave the fire there because we've got a boss showing up. Oh no, this is a mid-boss. So that actually works extremely well. I'm actually just going to park myself here for the time being. Logic being, I can pick those up right before the final boss shows up in a minute. I didn't expect we get another boss. But hey, I ain't complaining. Anyway, I guess at this point I might as well start doing an outro, even though we haven't finished the run yet. The one thing I also really like about this game is it's extremely cheap. Like, this is legitimately one of the cheapest bullet heavens I've ever seen or played, despite its general production value. Like, it's $3. Except for it's not. I lied. It's 50% off. It's $1.50 right now. I still don't think it's a particularly, like, amazing, incredible, groundbreaking kind of bullet heaven. I think it very much is, like, middle of the road, has some good ideas. Ooh. That actually hurt really bad. But that's okay. I actually don't know if it's okay. I was kind of hoping to pick that up and use it against the boss. So I don't think I should get close to this guy ever. Because yeah, I don't have the speed to get away from him when he starts doing the big stompy. However, when he does the big stompy, I can punish him for it. Which is good in its own right. Because yeah, I can just switch to deployed mode and gun him down. Perfect. There we go. Like, for me, I'm not that huge of a deal hound. I will absolutely wait until something is 50% off or, you know, a little cheaper to pick it up in a lot of cases. Basa. Perfect. So we got Ratchet Bomb. We also get money. We also get Chivo. Just one. Hidden Boss. Frost King Crab. Oh, but that's probably in the next region. So if we take a look at this guy's lore, we can actually collect this. So his next one is 800 Frost Essences, Snowbirds, and Clear Snowstorm Survivors. Cool. Let's take a look at his remaining talents. So admittedly, not too much to be done here. So more max HP, defense, coin bonus. Let's see. Extra reroll. That's the additional barrier equal to... Okay, what is this one? You can now move while in deployed mode, just very slowly. That's nice, actually. And then we've got this whole other talent tree down here. It's not really that much agency there, but it's still fun meta progression. Alright, so if we take a look at this guy, we can now go to here. I'm going to wander around for a little bit as I do my outro, mostly just because I want to take a look at this region too. Stage effects, you're slow. Oh. So it can also get some warmth. Interesting. Is the map more complex? It is. So we have a traveler. Oh. Okay, this really rules. I mean, I like the boomerang daggers. Those were fun. I don't think the spinning blades and the landmines were worth picking up. I think that one I will be somewhat like, on. Anyway, what was I going to say for anything? I don't know. I just, normally the idea of a game being this cheap doesn't really push the dial for me. It's like, okay, that's nice, but is the game good? But sometimes when a game is decent and this cheap, it instantly is like, nah, this is actually great. Trying to think of good examples of that. I don't know. I'm coming off the blank, and I don't think I need to. Let's grab the fireball as well. Just kind of build for projectiles or something. I just want to see what this mystic shrine does. Activate altar. What does this do? Okay, there's more boomerang. Oh, it summons a not friend. Might as well snag this while I'm here. Stage effects, I'm slow. Oh, but I do have the shield going on while I'm in deployed mode, which is kind of helpful. Alright, anyway, I guess with all of this said, I like this game. It's fun. It's not a bullet heaven that I think I'm gonna like go running out the gate for, but it is one of those that feels like I have a lot of stuff that I could work towards constantly, and that actually feels very good to me, purely from the perspective of like, yeah, I can sink my teeth into this one for a while, max out the meta progression, unlock all the different characters, unlock all the different weapons, see what they're like, stuff like that. And I don't know, there's a very serious kind of appeal to that sort of thing, especially once again at such a low price. Anyway, let's see, I'm gonna banish Ningu. It's not even useful. The weapon does not exist for this character in this current format, and he can't dash. I don't think. Yeah, so I don't get the point of it. All right, well, anyway, I guess with all this said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, I guess thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.